Guys, I know, okay? A little longer than a week. I apologize. My bad. All right? My bad. Doing my thing. All right? Apologize. So actually doing a review. This is my Monday. I know it's Tuesday. I get it. I'm a little late. Lay off. All right? Don't come at me so hard. I know you got some comments. I got some new subscribers. Hey, listen, I'm up to 32. I ain't got the 1.5 million or whatever they got of what's his name there, Mr. Beast or any of those guys. Mr. Beast, you ever see this? I don't know if you're a wrestling fan. You want to hook me up? Hey, man, I'll eat some chocolate for you. And you can get all 32 of my followers. That'll boost you up there. All right, so I watched Monday Night Raw. Like I said, this is my quick review of Monday Night Raw. I got my notes. All right, made my notes here. Going over them real quick, kind of in the order. Again, my thoughts, what they did. We got NXT tonight. I'm going to watch NXT tonight. I'm recording this obviously on Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be up tonight. We'll see. All right, so we started with John Cena cuts has promo. Cody Rhodes interrupts. Now, John Cena, they're doing the, basically he's coming out and he's blaming the fans basically for everything. He's kind of playing this blame game. I like it. John Cena's supposed to go heel a long time. Excuse me. One thing I love he did in this promo, he mentioned the spinner belt, said the greatest title he's ever brought to the business. If anyone ever knows, comically that title was brought in. Everyone hated it. I hated it. Just looked gawky. They didn't wear it. From that belt came the Rated R spinner belt. But I never liked the spinner belt. Sorry, Cena, never liked it. That was one of the worst belts. You always got the rating belts. Like this belt right here, the IC belt, I think was one of the greatest designs. And I just think the spinner belt, terrible, terrible design. It was kind of John Cena's thing, though, with Thugonomics. Excuse me. So, but he did that. I thought it was a great promo. Outcomes, he did mention Ric Flair, which makes you wonder if they're thinking about bringing Ric Flair to WrestleMania. Maybe he's going to be part of the match, interrupt it somehow. Would be interesting. They mentioned, Cody Rhodes came out, kind of said, you're mentioning stuff doesn't make sense, and basically challenged him to have a fight right there. And they did a good promo. It was a good promo, setting up well. We got a couple more weeks to WrestleMania, so we're definitely going to see more interaction. At some point, they're going to fight, I think. But I think this is just, again, it's a huge match. They're going to set it up. It'll be interesting. Then we had, and I'm not talking about like the backstage segments and everything. I just think they're not worth talking about. Just the matches, the kind of thing where they're going. So then we had Jimmy and Jey Uso versus A-Town Down Under. Obviously, the Usos got the win. The big thing was after the match, Gunther came out and attacked Jey. And we later got a segment because of this where Jimmy basically, pumped up Jey and then slapped Gunther in the mouth and challenged him to a match next week. So that's going to be interesting. But at one point there was a point where Jey slipped. Now, I look back to see if he had planned it. I think he slipped legit. And it was a good cover by Gunther. Gunther just basically ran in and started attacking him. Maybe that's what was going to happen. But it was a good cover. And it kind of leads to this idea that, everyone's telling him, you can't beat him. You keep making mistakes. She keeps winning. You can't beat him. So I think it's going to be interesting. Because everything right now is saying, everybody's saying right now that, Jimmy or Jey is going to win the title. I think it could happen that way. I think it could happen that way. And, we'll just have to see. But the next thing I have here is the and so far that storyline's going good. I like the way they're doing it. It works. Then we had Chad Gable. Well, he goes under Chad Gable. He got cut off here. I forget what he's El Americano or something like that. Faced off against another wrestler. I can't think of his name now. I actually took it off somehow in my notes. But, Chad Gable's kind of doing this thing right now where he's saying he's not this luchador, not this luchador. He obviously is. Great match. Chad Gable's one of the few guys I think really needs to be pushed harder, and maybe this is a setup for him. Obviously, he's not going to be in a WrestleMania. Well, he'll be in a WrestleMania match, but he's not like a title. I think he needs to be in a title run soon. I think you need to push him, keep pushing him. He's just a great... He looks he's got the look. He kind of reminds me of a Kurt Angle, a slimmer Kurt Angle, but still great athlete, can really do stuff in the ring. Funny on the mic. I think he could be pushed, and I would push him if I was WWE. If I was writing it, I would be setting him up for either IC title run after WrestleMania, maybe even to the main event. I think he's just got something there. And I love this luchador thing. I think it'd be great. And maybe they keep going longer, but I think it's a great thing right now, even though it's obviously it's him, but he keeps coming back saying, it's not me, it's not me. It could be just a great. I got to check. Every time I knock my camera, it does something weird. It almost stops the recording. I don't know why. It did it again. So I'm just, starting over here. Not starting over, but we're going back to what I was talking about. So I apologize for the interruption. Then we had Lyra versus Raquel, Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra won. Bayley came down and helped. Came down for the save. Obviously, the Liv was on the outside. I think they're setting something up at WrestleMania. I don't know if Lyra has a match. I'm thinking maybe if they don't do a Women's Intercontinental WrestleMania match, they could be doing the women's tag match. There was a whole thing. If you guys watched the Elimination Chamber, you saw where Alexa Bliss. It seemed like they were going to set up someone with Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. There's been a lot of rumors about Alexa Bliss. Something, I thought she signed a contract. Now it's unclear. I don't know if she did, but it will be. If there's something going on in the background, if there's something they're not, if they can't come to an agreement, I think it's going to be a Liv Morgan, Rodriguez there, versus like a Bayley and Lyra for the tag champs or the tag titles. I don't think they're going to have a women's intercontinental match at WrestleMania, but again, 2 days, they got to put matches in. Maybe that becomes like a filler match, intercontinental women's title against, or Lyra against somebody. We'll see. Then we had Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair. Kind of had had an altercation. I forget his name, the GM, but he basically was announcing, that kind of what happened with Ripley signing that contract. So basically, they set up a match next week, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. Io Sky, or is that her name? I forget. Whatever. Io Sky for the number one contender or for the championship, and then whoever wins that title is going to go against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. I still think could be a women's triple threat because Bianca was announced as the special guest referee. So, to me, it makes sense that she does something during that match. It becomes a triple threat. I think it's going to be a triple threat at WrestleMania for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Again, that's just my prediction. All right. So, then we have... then it was okay. So, maybe I did a little better here because I have the... But then we had... let's see here. So we had Rhea Ripley. Yep, there's this guy. Then we go down. So then we had Penta versus the end Raw. I feel like I missed something in here, but maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm not sure. But we then had let's see here. Looks like we had the CM Punk cut the promo. I mean, it wasn't really anything, I thought it was anything great. It was okay, but it wasn't anything like really amazing, but good promo nonetheless. But to end the night, we had Penta versus Breaker for the IC title. I thought this was a great match. I thought that it set up Intercontinental to be good. There's been, Rey Fenix, a lot of promos. Same in whether he comes before WrestleMania, I don't know, but this was a great match. Breaker's just, guy's a beast and runs so fast on the ropes. Penta is, I'm surprised Penta's taking as well to the WWE style that he is. I wondered how they would kind of keep him in that. He's doing very well in that. And it ended with, now before this, they had Dominic Mysterio, who I love. I love Dominic Mysterio. Basically, they had him invite Penta to join Judgment Day, and at one point in the match, they got involved and they handed Penta the chair to basically hit Breaker, and he refused to do it. So they beat up him. So I don't know. That's why it leads me to believe that maybe we're going to see Phoenix join his brother, and they're going to go against Judgment Day at WrestleMania. We could also see Breaker. I think maybe WrestleMania. I mean, it does seem like Breaker and I know his name. I can't think right now. It's going to come later. But Breaker and fill in the blank, I just can't think of it right now, are going to have a match at WrestleMania. I'm wondering if maybe Penta's going to be brought in there, another triple threat match. It should be interesting. But all in all, Raw, very good, solid matches, good promos. Some filler stuff they can leave out, but I thought Raw was good. The fans are great. They're doing Germany, or they're doing the international. Next Raw, it's going to be, I forget exactly where it's going to be, but it's going to be at 3 o'clock. So I can't do it live because I'll be working during that time, but same deal. I'm going to try to get a review up, hopefully that day, since I can do it from home. I'll be working from home and, I can do that day. But guys, I hope you enjoy this. I'm getting excited. We get closer to WrestleMania. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And again, I apologize for videos going up late and everything like that, but, it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoy my videos. I thank you for watching. That's pretty much it. I try to keep this video kind of short again because it takes a while to upload and everything like that. Guys, I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you for watching. Any family members that are watching this, how you doing? Love you. Miss you. Can't wait to see you whenever I see you. Any friends that are watching this, thank you for watching. Any strangers who just catch on to watch this, thank you for watching. And if you want to leave a comment, go ahead. Try to keep it nice. I don't know. I don't care. Thank you, guys. So that's it for me. I'm about to go watch some NXT. So I got one thing to say. Peace.